Hi there. So today we're going to have a review of simplifying square roots. We'll have a graded assignment on it next class, and then we'll start operations with them after that. So this video today is going to go over your worksheet that you completed last class. So number 1, the square root of 50. 50 can be made up by 25 times 2. So you can also just think of it as the square root of 25 times the square root of 2. The square root of 25 is 5. So we're left with 5 root 2. Number 2 is the square root of 99, which is 9 times 11. So the square root of 9 times the square root of 11. Then the square root of 9 is 3. So we're left with 3 root 11. Number 3 is our first one where we have a number out in front. So we have 2 times the square root of 16. Well, the square root of 16 is a perfect square, so we just get 2 times 4, which gives us 8. Number 4, we have negative 3 times the square root of 32. Well, the square root of 32 can be broken up into the square root of 16 times the square root of 2. We know that the square root of 16 is 4. Our square root of 2 stays, but our negative 3 and our 4 get multiplied together. So we have negative 12 times the square root of 2. Number 5, we have 5 times the square root of 128. Now this number is a little higher, so you guys might have had trouble trying to figure out what number goes into it. But it's actually 64 times 2. And you keep the 5 in front. So the square root of 64 is 8. So we have 5 times 8 times the square root of 2. So we get 40 times the square root of 2. Number 6, we have negative 1 times 48. So now some of you might have thought this was no solution because of the negative, but the negative has to be in the square root for it to not be able to be simplified. So instead, the square root of 48 is the same thing as 16 times 3. So we know the square root of 16 is 4, so we just get negative 4 times the square root of 3. Now number 7 is our one where we have a negative in the square root, so that one cannot be simplified. And then our last one, we have 2 times the square root of 72. We saw this one in our first video. The square root of 72 can be broken up into the square root of 36 times the square root of 2. So the square root of 36 is 6. And then 2 times 6 is 12 times the square root of 2. So now you can complete your review today. Next class we are going to have a graded assignment on this, so let us know if you have any questions.